Hello Taurus, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy. I am so happy you're here with me today. We are going to be talking about 2025. We are going to do a breakdown quarter by quarter. We're going to do lots of tarot cards. We're going to do lots of energy cards. And we're going to kind of get an overview of what to expect for each quarter of 2025. So by breaking it down into the 4 quarters, I think it's going to be a lot easier. I'm going to take each 3 months as it comes, because it's otherwise it's a little bit too overwhelming. So let's get right into your reading. So I will make sure with all the cards that I'm using, I will make sure to list them in the description box so you know exactly what cards I've been using. All right, so we are going to start with your energies. Let's see what is in store for you as we move through January, February, March, first quarter of 2025. Spirit Angels Guides for the beautiful sign Taurus. What would you like to share as the energies as we move? There we go. You've got 2 beautiful energies there. The first one was happy family. Look at that beautiful rainbow. Happy family can be just, it can be obviously having harmonious relationships with your family. People that may be not blood related, but could just be people that you consider family. Happiness in a totality, of feeling a great sense of happiness, a sense of security. Happy family is where we feel at home. It's where we feel that sense of security. It's where we feel these blessings. 4s are all about that structure, stability, manifestations. And again, really, this is all about feeling a great sense of stability on the home front. Number 52, the goddess of the moon, can be a lot about your intuition. It can be about your fears, your insecurities, things about the unknown, things that we're not quite sure where life is going to take us at this point. It can be our subconscious. So it can be the things that kind of sort of lurk deep within us. And you know, there could be some things that that you're shedding light on. And then and you're trying to maybe get a little bit more clarity with. You know, the goddess of the moon is all about receiving that clarity so that you can release whatever insecurities or fears that you might have. So we're going to start with those 2, and then we're going to get the additional message as well. This is the additional energy. I like to do from both decks. So there is a change in the wind. So things are changing. This could be why you're feeling the goddess of the moon energy. Maybe you can feel that things are changing. Maybe some of you are moving. There could be some movement. But there definitely is, number 12, a change is in the wind. Things are changing. Things are coming, you're starting to feel that there are some significant things changing in your life. All right. Well, let's get your overall angel message. So for the first 3 months, let's get the angel message. What the angels would like you to focus on, what they'd like you to concentrate on for the first quarter, which is January, February, and March. Let's find out what that message is. They have 2 messages for you. So they want you to, number 31, seek guidance in this. It's time for a different perspective. Maybe there is a different perspective. There is a change that is coming. There is a change that's circulating around you in the first 3 months. That change could be something that you're you're feeling a sense of fear for. Again, you know, you as a sign are very steadfast. You're very productive. You're very loyal. You know, you're very patient. And there could be some changes that are happening around you. Maybe there's some change with family. There could be some changes. And anywhere or any time that we feel a sense of change happening, it can bring out a little bit of, bring us some sensitivities and some insecurities because, you know, again, we're fear of the unknown. We don't know where this change is going to bring us. But the angels want you to know to seek guidance in this. You know, again, seek guidance from your spiritual team, your faith. Have faith that your angels are guiding you in the right direction, that change is a part of life, and that this restructure or this change that's happening is bringing you closer towards that great sense of happiness and stability. It's a time for a different perspective. So again, you might need to look at things from a new perspective. That could be what that change in the wind is. They also want you number 26, practice freedom. So release the weight of judgment. Okay, so maybe, you know, looking at things from a new perspective are going to help you practice that sense of freedom. That if you've been feeling like there's been this weight on your shoulders and you've been trying to release it somehow, you are going to really be able to feel that weight lifted. But make sure that you're seeking the guidance that's necessary as well, because sometimes we do. Sometimes we need a helping hand, and that's okay. It's okay. It's not a weakness. It's a strength to be able to ask for that guidance. Let's find out. And then, you know, with the goddess of the moon being very intuitive, you know, being very tapped into your intuition, you know, you will receive messages on all different levels that are really going to help you seek this guidance that you need as well. Sometimes the guidance is internal. It's internally within you. So let's find out with the happy family and the goddess of the moon, because those two energies came out together. Let's get your tarot cards. Let's find out what the messages are for those two cards. Happy family and goddess of the moon. What would you like to share with the beautiful sign Taurus? Yeah, there's changes happening for sure. The first card that came out here was the King of Wands. Now, King of Wands, no gender with any of the cards. The kings, of course, are leaders. He's a very powerful leader in the sense that he's got a great sense of determination. He also, you know, he doesn't like to wait around. He likes to really run with his ideas. And he is very creative, and he's got this charisma about him. So he's very attractive. People are attracted to his personality. Again, you could be showing your strength in many different ways, and I believe that this could be your energy at this time, Taurus. I think that you've got this energy within you that wants to take charge. You want to take the lead. You're ready to run with your passions. You're ready to accept change. You're ready to accept change, and I think that there's something that's evolving around you, and it could be that you are starting to understand a new side to yourself. You are, again, looking from things from a different perspective, and maybe you're even looking at yourself from a different perspective in these first 3 months. Number 13, death. That is the end of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. It's about regeneration. So things are regenerating. This is an important part of life. Cycles of life, they close out and then they recharge themselves. I think there's cycles in your life that are coming to a close. I think there is a major change, and I think you're a little fearful of the change. But that change is what is going to be very productive for you. It's going to bring you a great sense of stability and a great sense of happiness. And I think it's changes that are really putting you in the driver's seat, where you are taking the lead with this change as well. And then you got number 20, judgment, which is all about a renewal. Look at this beautiful owl sitting in the tree of wisdom. You know, there's a lot of wisdom within you. You don't always have to outsource to find wisdom. Sometimes there are people around you that can give you some wise advice. I think of a lot of this comes internally. I think that this is you really embarking on a new chapter in your life, and you are ready to close things from the past that may have caused some fears and insecurities. I think you're ready to say goodbye to those fears and insecurities. I think that this practice of freedom is helping you release the weight of judgment from the past. And by being able to do that, because look, you got the judgment, and then it says to release the weight of judgment. Releasing that past that has put some pressure on you is allowing you to embark in a whole new way. This is a new sense of rebirth, a new sense of renewal. Let's get a card for a change in the wind. Let's find out what this change in the wind is. Spirit angels, guides, thank you. You got the 5 of Cups. So there is definitely something emotional that's going on around you in the first 3 months, January, February, March. It could have something to do with family matters. It could be something that is fearful for you, but there is definitely a change. A change where things are, again, going through, they're almost like a regeneration. The 5 of Cups, you know, not all is lost in the 5 of Cups. Sometimes we have to take that time out to feel that remorse, to feel that sadness. Everything in divine time will start to heal itself, because we've got 2 full cups in the tree here. But sometimes we have to allow ourselves to go through these emotional times. It is a change that might be causing you a few emotions. Let's get some clarifiers for these cards so that we can get a better understanding of what's happening. Let's find out with the King of Wands, the Death card, and the Judgment, because I really believe that there is a cycle that is changing for you. Something that you've been fearful of, but I think it's something that is actually going to, it could be a positive change for you. Let's see. We'll find out with the cards here. The first card to come up is the King of Chalices, the King of Cups. Could very well be your energy. Could be fatherly figures. It could be somebody that you work with. Again, somebody who's a little bit more mature, because again, kings are leaders. They tend to have a maturity level, whether or not they're older or not. has no significance. It's really more about the maturity level. And I think that there's somebody maybe with a water sign around you. So water signs would be Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer energy. Definitely can be, these are matters of the heart. This is definitely matters of the heart. And I think there is something that is changing. There is a transformation of something changing. It could be something from your past that you're dealing with where there's a restructure or a change. And it's bringing out a whole new emotional experience for you. Emotionally, I think you could be staying grounded with your emotions. You're trying to keep your emotions as strong as possible. With the Four of Chalices, which is the Four of Cups, is feeling a sense of boredom or dissatisfaction. Emotionally, there is something missing. It's feel like there's something lacking and you're not quite sure where to put your finger on it. It could be emotional dissatisfaction with your job. It could be in a relationship where there's a little bit of that disconnect. But there's transformations that are taking place. And there is a whole new beginning cultivating here. And it comes through these transformations. It's as if this King of Wands energy needs to reignite some sort of passion in your life. It's what is going to bring you more stability. Look, you've got the Four of Cups here, but the energy card is that four happy family with the rainbow. It's a new light. It's almost like light at the end of the tunnel, right? The light at the end of the rainbow. And I think that you are going through a whole new emotional experience where you are starting to take more control of your emotions. And the things in your life that you have maybe have weighed you down emotionally, you are ready to finally deal with them. And as fearful as it is, you realize that this change is a necessary change because it's going to help you open up your emotions, deal with your emotions. All right, let's find out with this Five of Cups, why the Five of Cups is here. Because we do see a changes in the wind. Your emotions are changing. And then you got three cards here. All right, we got three cards. You got the Two of Swords, meaning that you're kind of at an impasse. You're not quite sure which decisions you want to make. I think this is why you're feeling a sense of fear because, you know, there's quite a few different factors here that, you know, you're trying to find balance. You're trying to figure out what is the best course of action here, and I'm afraid. Emotionally, I know that changes are taking place, but I'm not exactly sure what the decision is for me. I think you feel very alone in this decision, and it could have something to do with family. Again, you could be having to make some significant decisions where family is concerned. You're looking for a support system emotionally, and you're feeling a little bit left out in the cold. You're feeling a little bit like a lone wolf where you're left to make these changes. Interesting enough, with the change in the wind as the energy card, and then you got the Five of Cups, and then you've got the Five of Pentacles. Fives are all about changes as well. They can be about instability, and that can be something that you're conflicting with. It's that fear. It's that goddess of the moon. It's those deep-rooted fears. You know, you're trying to, I think there could be some family issues that come up during the course of the first 3 months that are going to require you to take the lead here. And you must realize that you are not alone. Okay, this Five of Pentacles, you're not alone by any means. That you need to seek the guidance in this because it's going to help you release any weight that you might be feeling on your shoulders. The change is necessary for you to be able to not feel like you're at an impasse where you can't make decisions. Because I think there's going to be some emotional decisions decisions are going to have to be made, and you might have to leave your emotions out of it. Now, the Princess of Pentacles is a message that's coming, and it's an earthly message, so it could be a message that gives you some good news, and I feel like it is going to be some good news. It might be news that helps break you free from this impasse of making a decision. It might also be a support system, a message that comes to give you a little bit more supportive energy so you do not feel like you are so alone. Let's get an additional angel message here for the first 3 months, January, February, and March. Additional angel message for the beautiful sign Taurus. Guilt. So we've got some guilt here. It says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So very interesting. So there could be some regrets. There could be some sadness. Again, we feel that with the Five of Cups. We feel that with the Five of Pentacles. Guilt is a very strong word, and it might be that you don't feel guilt. It could be that you just feel a sense of sadness. Maybe you are looking for forgiveness. Maybe there are things in your life that you emotionally wish that you had more strength to handle. So there could be something that you are trying to deal with in those first 3 months. But it says that I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. You're releasing all of that. You're letting go of that. You are looking at things from a different perspective so that you can release any beliefs that have made you feel this sadness, that have made you feel so alone. That you are realizing that there is a new soul's growth. Your soul is growing and it's going through changes and it's fearful. But the positive energy with this is that a rainbow comes after a storm, and it means that if there has been any feelings like this, that rainbow is coming out to show you that there's hope, that there's blessings, that there is love and peace waiting at the end of that rainbow. And you no longer are going to allow anything hold you back from the growth that is producing within you. I think you're finding a whole new purpose. Very deep messages for that first 3 months. Let's get your angel number for the first 3 months. Let's find out what that number is. I'm seeing a couple of 4s here. I'm seeing a couple 4s and a couple of 5s. So those could be some significant numbers for you. And look at this. The number that you get is 333. It's all about support. See, you're not alone in this journey, okay? There is growth, there is creativity, there is joy, community, vision, and talents. So seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward. You're working on your soul's growth. Work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and your sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. There is a support system around you at this time, and I think these are all the changes that are taking place. Remember, there are some transformations taking place in the first 3 months that are helping you discover a whole inner strength that maybe you felt you have lost. Changes are happening so that on an emotional level, you are going to start to feel that support, and you are also going to feel that strength. All right, let's now get we're going to get the second quarter. So we're going to start again with the energies. Let's find out what the energies are surrounding the second part of the year. So April, May, and June. Let's find out. There's one there and one there. Look at that. We've got a contract and door to value. Very interesting energies here. Number 6, the contract. So right now what's coming to me is that in the first 3 months, you are going to be focusing on your family and your stability and your foundation. Family issues, family matters, maybe some conflicts. There's going to be some changes. There's going to be some transformations. From all of this, you are going to build a stronger you. You're going to release that weight that you've been feeling that has not made you feel that sense of freedom. And you are going to get guidance and support from all different areas of your life. People here on the earthly realm, friends, family, loved ones, partners, work, heavens above. All this support is surrounding you. Now the second quarter, which is the April, May, June, a contract. Contract can be a contract. It can be balance. It can be justice. It can be freedom, fairness. There is something that is opening up for you, and it's opening the door to value the things that you value the most in your life. Your family, money, investments, your home, how you feel about yourself, your life purpose, your spiritual beliefs, your faith. Everything is coming into balance. You are figuring out why have you been blindfolded for so long? Because by removing that blindfold, you can now see that the door to value is opening for you. Those are very beautiful energies. Now let's get that third energy with the wisdom of the oracle. Let's find out what the third energy is. Then we're going to get your angel message. We're going to find out what that angel message is. So spirit angels, guides. If we can get one more additional, thank you. Regeneration. See, things are restructuring. Number 46 is the number 10 in numerology, and that is the number 10. So you are closing out cycles. Things are closing. The regeneration is starting to take place. You're closing out old cycles, things that no longer serve their purpose, and you're ready for new life. You're ready for that renewal. You're ready for a new emotional experience, the way you look and value yourself, the way you speak to yourself, the way you communicate with yourself, to those around you. Things are all regenerating. The door to value is opening up, and you're starting to feel like things are balancing out for you in a very fair and just way. Let's get your angel message. Then we're going to clarify everything. Messages from your angels. So for the second quarter, April, May, June of 2025, number 32, it says it's time to set some boundaries. Maybe claim your power and know your value today. That door to value, you see, door to value isn't just the monetary things we have in life. It's how you value yourself. It's how you portray yourself to the world, the outside world, your internal world, your family, your friends. You know, that value. So claim your power and know your value. Sometimes we have to set boundaries. And if you are going through a regeneration, it's where you're starting to realize, I need to set boundaries in my life. Changes are happening, and they're cultivating in the first 3 months of 2025. They're changes that are showing you that it's time to really take stock of how you want to grow as a person. So there's a lot of internal growth happening in those first 3 months. And how you are going to be able to move through these changes as we move through 2025 is setting those boundaries. All right, let's get into the tarot cards. I want to clarify number 6, contract, and number 31, door to value. So let's find out what the further messages are as we move through April, May, and June. We've got one there. Is there anything else? We've got a secondary card there. All right, look at that. I feel like for some of you, you could be starting a new job, or there is definitely something with a contract for some of you. And that contract really could be, again, that door to value is opening, meaning that it could be a contract that's going to bring you more money. Be open to receive new messages that are about a new opportunity. The 3 of Wands is all about how your vision is expanding, and it really is. I believe that the ships are coming in a lot closer than you think and a lot faster than you think. Sometimes the 3 of Wands is us like standing on a cliff and looking at a distance of all the things that we want to expand in our life and wondering how do we bring that to fruition. And I think that you are going to receive some sort of an offer of some sort with that 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. This offer is not only going to balance things out for you, bring that balance and steady flow. The 6 of Pentacles is that reciprocated sense of value as well. So I think that there might be an offer that's coming in that's going to bring you more financial strength, more financial resources. It's going to allow you to be a little bit more generous, but that generosity that you are giving out is coming back to you as well. And your vision is really opening up, and I think you're starting to see that your ships are coming in. If you've been waiting on a verdict of a contract of some sort or justice of some sort, that door to value is opening. Be open to receive the messages because there is positive messages coming your way. Let's find out with the regeneration what's happening with this big change that's happening around you. Spirit angels, guys, we've got one. I think we're going to get another one. If not, we're going to pull another one because sometimes we have to keep clarifying. We want to get as much information as possible. This regeneration, that is, you know, a whole new beginning happening. You know, we're closing out those cycles in our life. We're closing out maybe even, you know, there could be relationships, there could be business opportunities, business partnerships, family relationships, even just friendships. I mean, it's going through a whole regeneration. Maybe even our relationship is going through a whole new regeneration because there's lots of more factors moving in. Lots of wishes that we'd like to grant for ourselves here. With the 7 of Cups, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. Maybe there's a lot of things on your plate during these next 3 months. April, May, and June could be very, very decisive months where you're going to be required to choose wisely, where you're going to be required and you're put in a position where you're going to have to make some significant changes in your life. The 7 of Cups, you know, these cups are filled with wonderment. They're filled with wishes. They're filled with things that we want and sometimes things we don't want. It's all about figuring out how to prioritize our time, prioritize our things so that we don't feel a sense of being overwhelmed. There is going to be some massive changes taking place, and I think it's going to bring you that maybe a little bit of confusion for April, May, and June, or at parts of that month, because you've got a lot of things flying in at you, a lot of messages, a lot of things that may require you to choose wisely. Number 17 is the Aquarius energy. It is the star card. So it is things starting to flow really nicely emotionally. You're feeling this healing. I think you're really feeling like you have been able to release things in your life, those beliefs that you realize have maybe been preventing you, things that have been holding you back from inner growth. This is the healing that's taking part. So if there has been some conflict going on in the first 3 months, that healing is starting to take place in the second quarter, April, May, and June. So lovely healing energy here. And that healing energy is what's helping you regenerate your energy as well. So the regeneration that's taking place it's the healing that's helping close out those certain cycles and bringing in a whole new energy. A lot of wonderful opportunities are coming your way, and that door to value is opening for you. So also, there's a lot of beautiful energy happening in that second quarter as well. Let's get an additional angel message for you for April, May, and June. They have 2 messages: success and courage. Oh, and honesty. Oh my goodness, they had 3. Wow, lots of energies here. Let's start with the success. I know that there is no greater goal than love. Love and success. So success can be that success to the door of value opening. So whatever value you value most, whether it's relationships and it's your business and it's your job, your career, your family, there is a success that energy is just circulating around you. Honesty. So it says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Being true to your purpose, being true to yourself. Setting those boundaries and claiming your power because you know your value. Be honest with yourself because you know that honesty, even though sometimes we don't, like it says, we don't always get that from others, but we know we can always get it from ourselves. So honesty is always the best policy. And then it's courage. It says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. The fear of change, because there's a lot of changes happening for you, Taurus, as we move through 2025. In this first half, there's an incredible amount of regeneration. There's changes. But you're going to find that inner strength, and you will be able to face everything because you're honest with yourself. You don't put a blindfold on. You see things for the way that they truly are. You realize that there is a lot of success that is around you. And you have the courage to face anything that may be causing an insecurity or a fear for you. Because change can be fearful. So absolutely lovely energies happening there for you as well. Let's now get your angel message there. We've got 2 6s here. So we've got some 6s. Let's see what the angel message and the message that they'd like to share with you. And look at that, 9999, lessons learned. See, you're learning along the way. You're learning a lot about yourself. Again, a lot of inner growth is taking place. It says accumulation, results, benefits, reflection, and completion. So nice to see some completion here. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it. And the reward goes to you. Beautiful energies there. Claiming your power, claiming your value, understanding how much inner strength you have. All of this is leading you towards the door to value, which is that success. All right, so now we're going to get into the third quarter. So we're going to start then with your energies. The third quarter is July, August, and September. So Taurus, let's find out. For July, August, and September, the energy you'd like to share. We've got 2. Wow, wow, wow. This definitely could be a couple, for sure. Look at that. You got number 46 and number 47, the thinking man and the thinking woman. Very, very inquisitive are the thinking man and the thinking woman. Again, there's no gender with any of these cards. It can be a couple, or it can just be how much thought you are putting into everything, the plans that you're devising, because you are ready for change. You are seeing that you've been working on internal growth. You've been looking at things from a whole new perspective. You're in touch with and being very honest with yourself about the directions that you want to go. what that door to value means to you. You're finding the inner courage to deal with your fears with a sense of confidence. And what it's doing is it's like now you're really putting on your thinking cap and you're thinking, okay, I see transformations are taking place and I'm starting to see the clarity in so many different things in my life. I am gaining a new perspective. I am gaining the knowledge. And I'm very curious about where this next step takes me. I've been going through, and I think you're going to be going through, a multitude of changes throughout these first 6 months that brings you to this point where you are really looking for clarity. You want a clear direction. You want to assume all the knowledge that you can. You're taking in all of this knowledge because there are still further transformations to take place. For some of you, it really could be a couple. Again, for those of you that are in a relationship, both of you could be starting to think a whole new way. Let's get your secondary energy card here. With the wisdom of the oracle, let's get that secondary energy card. See if we can shed a little bit more light. There's a lot of reflection going on. So in the third quarter, July, August, and September, number 7, to the sea. 7s are all about reflection, assessment, and knowledge. This is a very thinking 3 months for you. So again, you're going to see from July to September that you might be taking some time out to do some soul searching. You might be looking for some answers. You could be outsourcing some support to give you answers so that you can change. I think you almost want to change your perspective on things. The best way that you can do that is to give yourself some time. There's no rush here. There's no time limit as to when you have to have this thought process done. It's time for you to really take that to the sea, take some time out, and start to just gather all of this information so that you can put it all down in front of you and you can start to see the clarity. Let's get your angel message. Let's find out what the angel message is for these 3 months. So July, August, and September. Let's see if there is some clarity with the messages. That's 3. You know what? I'm going to take them. I'm going to take them because there's reasons why they come out this way. It says, okay, and there's another reflection. Look, it's number 12. Emotions are the reflection. Look for the deeper meaning. And that is exactly what's happening here. You are looking for deeper meaning. This is all about reflection. It says, run wild, number 29. Let your inner wild child run forth. You're on the verge of something new here. And you need to get things into perspective. You need to gain that deeper meaning because it is time for you to unleash a new part of yourself that is going to let your inner child run forth, experience life on a different level, live for excitement and joy. And it says, number 19, it is never truly the end. Beloved, in this, everything will be okay. There is no end. There really truly is never an end. As we regenerate and as we go through the changes of life, a new beginning recirculates. There's new beginnings here. And I think a lot of this has to do with your deep emotions, your deep thoughts, how you are seeing yourself and how you are seeing your circumstances. This July to September is going to be a deeper, more thought-producing month for you, where you are really getting into check your emotions. You're really looking at things from a deeper meaning. And it's going to help you. It's almost going to be an inspiration for you because it's going to help you understand yourself from the eyes of an inner child, where there is that sense of exploration and adventure. And know that it is never truly the end. That everything is going to be okay. And even though there may be some new information and there's new clarity and you're seeing things in a whole new light and you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, like this is just, it's almost like your mind is running wild. Just know that this is just the beginning of something new. All right, so lots of deep messages for you. This is a very reflective month for you. So again, take the time out to really get that deep soul searching going. Let's see what your messages are, the further messages here. So we've got the thinking man and the thinking woman. Let's find out. We've got one card there that wanted to anxiously come out. Yeah, and then you've got a change, more changes. So a lot of change. This is definitely every single month there's some sort of change that is occurring every single 3 months. 8 of Cups is you deciding to emotionally walk away from something that is no longer serving its purpose. I think that you're finding the clarity, you're gaining the insight, and you're figuring out how to move forward. As you can see here, you've got this red cloak on, meaning you're empowered to deal with your emotions, because we've got the 8 of Cups here. You're looking back at these 8 of Cups and you're walking towards this door that's open. Now the door on the other side of the door is completely dark, meaning you don't know where it's leading you to. You have no idea. But there's this sense of confidence. You're facing your fear with confidence and courage. You know that there is something in your life that you emotionally has not been meeting your expectations, and you've been trying to find the clarity. You're trying to find the logic within it so that you can deal with your emotions, because you're looking for a deeper meaning with your emotions. And this 8 of Cups is you having the confidence to say, okay, I am now ready to move on to the next phase. I want to leave behind whatever has not been that emotional experience that I've been looking for. I want something new. Whether that's a job that you're leaving, whether it's a relationship, it could be things to do with family, friends, community groups, anything. It's going to resonate differently with each of you. The cycles are changing for you. The Wheel of Fortune is that good luck, good fortune, it's expansion. It is the wheel of fortune turning in a different direction, because the wheels are always turning, and sometimes we feel on the upside of the wheel, and sometimes we feel like, oh my gosh, is this never going to end? It's like the never-ending, challenge. But I believe that this is closure for you. The Wheel of Fortune is doing its full circle for you. I think you're gaining a new perspective in these next 3 months. So July, August, and September is going to be an eye-opening month for you, where you are going to discover so many new things, and it's going to help you make some really important decisions to have that change, that the cycles are going to change in your life. Let's get a card for To the Sea. Let's find out with the To the Sea what that card is. And it is the 6 of Cups. Again, it's almost as if when you go to the sea to do this deep reflection, you're thinking about things from your past. I think you're trying to gain a better perspective from maybe your emotions from the past, whether it's people from your past, jobs from the past, family from the past, anything. It can be just nostalgia of some sort. It could be that somebody from your past is re-entering your life during these 3 months, and it's putting you on a new almost on emotional alert, where you're trying to gain clarity because you realize that things are transforming. Maybe a relationship from the past is transforming its energy, and it's time for you to really contemplate which direction it is you want to go. Let's get another one for the 6 of Cups. I just want to get one more card, and then we're going to clarify them. But I want one more for the 6 of Cups, please. Spirit, angels, guides. One more card. Don't want to give me one? You will eventually give me one, I know. It just has to be the right one. Yeah, and see, we held out because the 6 of Swords. So again, with doing this deep reflection and really figuring out, leaving something from your past behind, you are walking through that door. And I know it's the door of darkness, but it's also the door of opportunity. We don't always know what the future holds for us. We don't always know what that next step holds for us, and it can be fearful. But the 6 of Swords is reassurance that you are moving into calmer shores. If you've been feeling something from your past has caused sort of a little bit of a conflict or an obstacle, the 6 of Swords is moving in the right direction. It is the light at the end of the tunnel, and I think there's going to be a lot of deep soul searching going on. It's going to help facilitate the changes. Those cycles in your life are changing, and they're changing for the better. They're giving you more emotional strength. You are actually being honest with yourself. You're doing that in the 3 months prior to. And by really being in touch with yourself and what is your truth, the truth is being told here, and you're being honest with yourself, you are finding the courage to face your fears, and that's what's allowing you to prepare for all of these beautiful changes. For the 8 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, let's get a clarifying card here. And you got the stars. There's a lot of healing with the stars. Number 17, the Star card, you got it in the month before as well. There's going to be a lot of healing. I think there's going to be a lot of personal growth here in these next few months for you. In the first 9 months, there's lots of healing happening because there's lots of changes happening. A stronger you is being born here. So I think you are going to be definitely discovering something new about yourself because of all of this reflection you're doing. You're discovering that there is experiences in your life that you want to experience, like you want to feel this excitement. And this is all about the flow of your emotions, and the energy is flowing effortlessly for you now. You're not holding back. You're able to express yourself. You're able to communicate yourself. Not only have you been the thinking man and thinking woman, but that is all about communication. So again, communicating your needs, communicating your wants, setting your manifestations, setting your intentions, and now everything is starting to flow for you. Let's find out with the Six of Cups and the Six of Swords. Get one card, please, for the Six of Cups and the Six of Swords. This is for the last quarter of the month. Look at that. You get your own sign. Number 5, the Hierophant. This is all about your traditional faith, your traditional beliefs. For those of you that believe in God, very important. This is your standards, your morals. If you feel that your commitment is being tested in any way, you are feeling your own powerful strength. And you are not alone because your faith gives you the guidance that you need. Remember, in the first 3 months, seek guidance in this. It's time for a different perspective. Seek guidance. That guidance comes from your own internal wisdom. And I think it's really showing up here in this third quarter, July, August, and September. You are able to move in a new direction because of your strong morality and your strong faith in goodness. And I think your commitment levels are very, very strong. You are an earth sign. You are very practical. You are very solid. And I just really feel like this is a productive way of expressing how you are going to morally move forward. And honestly, this is I feel like there's a lot of productivity taking place because you are really starting to take things in a whole new perspective. The key to everything is really seeking that guidance and seeing that things are in a new perspective. All right, let's get your additional angel message. Let's find out what that additional angel message is for you, Taurus. All right, Spirit Angels, Guides. For some of you, this message is also coming up. I have to take a break for 1 second here to let you know. The Hierophant, of course, has quite a connection between the heavens and the earthly realm. So it's almost as if you you can share that wisdom and you can bring that guidance right down into the earthly realm. It's also, I'm feeling like for some of you it is marriage, and with the thinking man and the thinking woman, I think that there is a lot of cycles changing within your life. I think there's a lot of healing going on in a relationship for some of you. And I think that by taking this time to do some deep reflection and really show your faith in your marriage and also show your commitment, I think that you are going to see that if there has been some obstacles and things are changing, that know that it's never truly the end. Okay, everything is going to be okay. And even though there's been bumps in the road and lessons to be learned, there's a support system around you. And this is really showing that you are moving the light at the end of the tunnel. You're moving in a new direction. And there's a lot of healing taking place here. So this is a very beautiful energy for those of you that may have been having some relationship issues. Let's get your angel card. That could be just for some of you. And then it says surrender. It says, I can release my need to control. So surrendering your need to control allows you to open up. It allows you to be honest. It allows you to think of things from a new perspective. It allows you to move forward and to move on. Beautiful. Also, too, by releasing what you need to control helps you deal with things from your past as well. All right, now let's get your angel number for these 3 months here, the third quarter, July, August, September. Let's find out. Oh, there we go. 1515. So any combinations of 1515. The big break. It says innovation, focus, creation, progress. This is forward movement, skills and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or another support is coming your way. lots of support. So keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. It's bringing that inner child back out as well. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. Beautiful efforts. Efforts really are, your efforts are being rewarded. I think another thing too, what the angels are trying to say to me with this Six of Cups, I know it's a nostalgia card, but it is also about bringing out your inner child. And let's remember that you did from your angels get a very complimentary card. And that number 29, Run Wild, it says, let your inner wild child run forth. I think you have to release your need to control so that you can bring that inner child to light. And you will see that you will be rewarded big time. All right, we're getting into the last quarter of the year. All right, lots of cards on the table here. I hope you can see them. Let's get your energies, Taurus, for the last quarter. The last quarter is October, November, December of 2025. What is the energy that you would like to share? And look at that. They only had to give you the one on that one. Number 15. Wow, I'm seeing 15 as a huge number here. So let's keep number 15 as a very, very important number, especially in the last half of the year. Appreciation. Appreciation is our dedication. It is our gratitude. It is our sense of really recognizing all the wonderful gifts that surround us, all the blessings that surround us. It is you showing your appreciation for all the little things and big things in your life, because door to value is opening for you. Things that may have felt like they were a little unfair are starting to balance themselves out. Your emotions are starting to align. Changes that you felt were fearful from the beginning are bringing you more stability in your life, and you're feeling a great deal of appreciation in this last quarter. Let's get your additional message for your energies, spirit angels, guides for the beautiful sign Taurus. Wow. Sorry, I stopped because I just think it's so interesting that you get no place like home. And to start, you had the happy family there. And I feel like you are showing such a great appreciation for not only your home where you live, but it's the home that we have within our heart. The things that we value most, the relationships, the family connections, our job, our security, our stability, our foundation. Of course, our home. We're showing such great appreciation, Taurus. Like there is something that's happening because of all the changes that have been taking place in the first 9 months of 2025. This great appreciation comes because there's so many blessings. Maybe some blessings in disguise, because we don't always understand why we go through the things that we go through. But all of these lessons are bringing you closer to your sense of stability, your sense of peace. These are gorgeous cards for this last quarter. Let's get your angel message. What your angels would like to share with you. Spirit angels, guides, one message for Taurus. Thank you. And it says, number 7, they just want you to breathe all of this in. Breathe in the stability. Breathe in that door to value, that the blessings. Practice breath work today. So it means taking things in stride, inhaling all of the wonderful blessings and exhaling all of the peace, like just feeling like you are just soaking in the beautiful realms of peace and tranquility. Because it's been a year of change. It's going to be a year of change. And this change is going to bring you that sense of tranquil times. Lots of peace around you, lots of blessings. All right, let's get your clarifying cards. Let's get the tarot cards, and then we will find out a little bit more about appreciation. Let's find out. Spirit angels, guides for the beautiful sign Taurus for 2025. We are in the last quarter of 2025. And you got 2 cards. So October to December, you are very appreciative. You're appreciative of the fact that you have this connection to your intuition, and that you You know, you can be sometimes a quiet person where you keep a lot of your things internalized, because the High Priestess doesn't let all of everything out. She can be a little bit more secretive because she's got a lot going on. Like, she's got a lot of limitless and endless potential, the High Priestess. And I feel like you have an incredible amount of strength. And I think that you have a spiritual gift that you may be starting to realize that you have. And I think you're starting to practice it. And I think you're starting to appreciate that you have an intuition that helps guide you. That Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. It's you setting those boundaries, you know, setting boundaries. And we did that. You were setting boundaries. It was part of your power. It says, claim your power and know your value today. Setting those boundaries. Knowing that you have a sense of strength about you, that no matter what conflicts happen, whatever obstacles, you know, turn up in your life, that you have a great sense of strength to be able to figure out how to get yourself through it. You show a sense of gratitude for that strength and resiliency that you do have. You're very appreciative of the blessings that you have with your faith, with your spirituality, with your inner knowing and your inner wisdom. You have a strength that's about you that brings you a sense of peace, calm, and tranquility. Let's find out with the No Place Like Home. Let's find out what's happening with that. Spirit angels, guys, look at that. There is a new, wow, there's travel. Definitely. For some of you, a no place like home could be you're moving. For some of you, you could be moving. You could be getting a secondary home. Maybe you've decided that through all your travel experience, there's a place in the world that you feel the most calm, the most peaceful, and the most spiritual. And that might be somewhere where you decide that, hey, you know, maybe it's time for me to open my door to value, and maybe I'm going to invest in something somewhere else for some of you. But the no place like home is because you are bringing in your own truths. You are getting to the truth of everything in your life. It's like this is a year 2025 of a lot of revelations and a lot of new thought processes about how you think, how you perceive things, how you perceive yourself. A lot of inner growth, a lot of soul growth is taking place right from the beginning of the year all the way to the end. All the lessons that you're learning in between are bringing you this Ace of Swords, which is a new beginning, a victory, a breakthrough. You're discovering something new about yourself, and this is bringing you a great sense of completion, because this is the end of the Fool's Journey, number 21. It's the end of the major arcana. Everything is coming full circle, and you are feeling a great deal of victory with this full circle. I think you're learning, again, I feel like there is just so many things in life for you to be appreciative of, because you have a whole new inner sense of wisdom. All right, let's get for the High Priestess and the Nine of Wands. Let's get a clarifier for that. Spirit, angels, guides. Okay, you've got 2 here, and you've got major transformations that are taking place. You know, the Death card is about those transformations. We had it up in the first 3 months, and now we're getting it in the last 3 months because things are transforming. You're coming to completion, completed phases in your life, and you're beginning something new. You're learning something new. What is restructuring and changing in your life is no longer feeling this back and forth energy. The Two of Pentacles can be as if you've been feeling like you're on a teeter-totter, right? You're feeling like you're on a seesaw where it's like 1 minute you're up, 1 minute you're down, 1 minute I'm paying a bill, the next minute I'm getting all this money coming in. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to balance. I'm trying to balance my life with my partner, and I'm trying to balance my career. I'm trying to balance my family, and I'm trying to balance, you know, my workload. It's trying to figure out that perfect even keel. And I believe that you are going through some major transformations. And I think those transformations, sometimes it can be a struggle for you, but these transformations are what bring out the best version of you. Lots of appreciation here, because again, these transformations are taking place so that you no longer feel like you are with this back and forth energy. You're starting to feel a little bit more grounded, and a lot of it comes with your sense of spiritual growth. I think there's a lot of spiritual growth happening here for you. Let's get the Ace of Swords and the World. Let's find out. If we could just get one, thank you. Seven of Pentacles. Again, you know, I think that you have been investing a lot of time, and for some of you, investing a lot of money, waiting for the fruits of your labor to grow. And I really feel like this is a victory moment for you, because I think that whatever you've been investing in, you're going to see it's coming full circle for you. It's coming to a completion, and I think it's bringing you a great sense of clarity. And I think it's bringing you a great sense of victory. So again, if there's been something that you've been, maybe even from the beginning of the year, that you've been really investing in, maybe even prior to 2025, you've been investing and investing, and you've been nurturing, you've been waiting, I really feel like that's coming to a completion, and it's a whole new revelation here. So just to reiterate that, this is everything coming full circle, and I believe that something that you've been investing in is coming full circle, and I think you're going to see a lot of the fruits of your labor benefit for you, a breakthrough moment that brings you a great sense of victory. All right, now let's get your final angel number, or not angel number, I'm sorry, your angel message here. Let's find out what that is. Spirit angels, guides. Angel message for the beautiful sign Taurus. Thank you so much. And you got discipline. So I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Absolutely. Whatever you set your mind to. Because you are disciplined. It's part of who you are. You're practical. You're steadfast. You're productive. You know, you're a little bit tenacious, which is nice. You know, you're loyal. You're patient. And you're disciplined. And you are going to accomplish it. Everything that you want in your life, your intentions that you set, you will accomplish. All right, let's get your final angel number for the last 3 months of the year. What is that angel number for the beautiful sign Taurus? And it says clarity. Wow, very interesting. We've got a lot of clarity here. And that Ace of Swords is all about clarity. So 5555. Great transformations. We got that Death card. Major changes, opportunity, fast-paced forward process. You aren't a victim of circumstance. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Look at that. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Exactly what it's saying here. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. 5555. Couldn't end this reading with a better card. All right, Taurus, we are going to close out your reading with a couple more angel messages, and then I will say goodbye to you for now. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you really enjoyed this reading, and I hope that it makes sense. Please let me know in the comments. I do appreciate it. And hopefully you can refer back to this reading throughout the year. All right, let's get one or two more messages, please. For the beautiful sign, I want to get a couple more. Beautiful sign, Taurus. Closing out messages. Closing out messages for the beautiful sign, Taurus. Thank you. One more. Awesome. All right. We've got the Five of Raphael. So everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. There's so many blessings for you. King of Michael, principled, rational, ambitious, and respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. And we have honesty here. So always being honest, not only with others, but also true to yourself. The King of Raphael is the warm, generous, honorable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passion. And the last one, the Three of Gabriel. Prosperity arising from wise planning. It's time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Beautiful energies for you as we move through 2025. Thank you again, Taurus, for joining me today. Please let me know in the comments how you liked the reading. Please also consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. And until next time, sending you love, light, and positive vibes.